All right, so we are getting started here with Journey by SanchoPanda. White Robe 80% Glitchless. Very excited. Take it away, guys.
Hey, I'm SanchoPanda. I'm going to be running Journey today. I'm trying to get my mouse to click on the game so that we can start playing. For some reason, it's okay. There we go. And yeah, and I've got a commentator here to help me out. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am illegally Sam. I am not a speedrunner of this game. In fact, I've never played Journey, know very little about it. So I'm gonna be learning a lot about this run along with everybody watching. So we're in for a good time.
Yay! All right, so we're doing chapter select. That's where we start this from. That's why the clock is starting at 1 minute and 20 seconds. It saves us from having to watch the opening scene over and over again every time we attempt a run. And as soon as I hit yes, that's when the clock starts. Are we ready? Clock person? Okay. All right. So we're starting the run in 3, 2, 1, go. And I did a little jump before the camera showed us moving. We're just gonna pick up 2 symbols here and head on to the next area. And this is Journey. Thanks for hanging with us for it. Oh, I missed a couple. If you miss them, you gotta kiss them. Mwah. Okay. We light those up, and that sends us to the next level. This was just the chapter select. You can also make it into each of the other levels from there if you'd like.
All right,
So,
so I know this run has to do with that white robe there.
yes.
What's that about?
So, originally when you start this game, you have a red robe, much like my hat, and you're not able to... so you got that scarf thing hanging out, right? And when the scarf is like lit up, that's kind of like a power meter for how many times you can flap in the air, which is a lot faster than just walking. When you're red, that only flaps up like if you interact with these carpet things we're going to see in the near future. Oh, by the way, let me tell you what's happening here. So a volcano exploded and it made those birds radioactive, and they pooped radioactive poop, and then some aliens showed up. They ate the plants. It gave them scoliosis, I think, and now there's some carpet. So where was I? There's
You
no
were talking
debate
about
either.
flapping.
There's no debate either. That is the interpretation of the game. Yeah.
That's exactly what I got from looking at it.
So the cool thing is, if you collect all the symbols like the ones I just got, you get a white robe, and the white robe allows your scarf to fill up anytime your feet are touching the ground, and it makes it a much faster run than the red robe run, although that one has some cool stuff too. We're also doing glitchless, which means we won't be manipulating the camera to make us fly faster, which is a really fun thing to do, and we won't be going out of bounds, which help you skip some of those history lesson cutscenes.
But
So
we got to know what's going on, so we got to see all the cutscenes.
yeah, exactly. We're just, I mean, glitches get stitches, so that's the run we're doing. All right, so normally you're supposed to, in this level, you see that ribbon down there. You're supposed to like chirp, and it will give you, it will kind of like build a bridge from one of these to the next. Instead, we're just using our scarf and flapping fast enough to do this run ourselves without. You actually get a trophy the first time you go from one to the next without making the little bridge ribbon. So we're in fact just skipping right through this entire level, just like this, just with a little bit of rhythm to our flaps. And man, this is such a chill game. I think if you want to learn to speedrun a game, this is a great one to start with. As you can see, like it's very chill, very slow, and we're already into another history lesson because we basically skipped the puzzling in this level. So, who is this mysterious figure? Is it our dad? Is he a priest? What's going on here? Why is his mask white and ours not? I
Is
don't
that Journey?
know. Yes.
Is that
See that mountain?
Mr. Journey himself?
Yes, that is Dr. Journey. Okay, so it looks like we've recovered from our scoliosis, and now, since we don't have arms, I can only assume that we are under those robes some sort of bug-like creatures, and we're using our saliva to build these towers, And then from the towers, we're making this like giant vacuum thing, and it's gonna suck up all of the ribbons, and we're gonna use those ribbons to turn some turbine engines, and turning those turbine engines is gonna light up these towers, and that's going to give all of us like 5G. So.
Oh, so that's how that works. Okay, I always wondered. Good to know that's what's going on in those towers.
Yeah, it's slave labor. We enslaved our pets, basically. And so, as you're going through this, it's sort of you're doing kind of a hero's journey, but you're not actually doing very much. It's more like you're learning about the mistakes of the past that were made. So. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm hooked up to Steam, so we may or may not see other people along the way, since Journey does pair you with another person playing the game at random. And that's part of what makes this so fun. Of course, we'll just have to blow right past them and pretend they don't exist, but usually, even in speedruns, if someone forgot to disconnect to do a speedrun, you'll see them stop mid-run and just be like, ooh, it's a person, let's go hang.
I'm curious. It's like, if you were to stay connected and do like a one-person speedrun, is that still valid?
So as long as they don't influence you, and the main way they would do that is by either touching you so that it fills your scarf when it wouldn't have normally been filled, or if they do a big chirp, because those chirps will also fill the other person's scarf.
Okay.
And so I did have a run where I was like on a really good pace, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone just connected and appeared right in front of me and chirped immediately. And I was like, well, that run's dead. But it's a lot of fun. So we're trying to like land right at the peak of these so we can like slide down, because sliding is faster. I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that I feel like real person RNG is just something more speedruns should have.
Yeah, it's it feels a lot kind of like you're about to get on an elevator and you think you're going to be alone, and then suddenly there's somebody with you and you hope that they're pleasant. But some of those people, you know, they just immediately pull out their phones and stare at them, so they don't even have to make eye contact. And that happens in this game too. Some people will just, I'm not even going to pay attention to the fact that you're here with me. And during the speedrun, that's what we have to do as well. So there are actually 3 symbols in this area, but we're only picking up this one. No, 4 symbols in this level, but we're only just picking up this one. It's the fastest one to pick up on the way to the next area. And we only need to have enough symbols to have like 6 flaps for the last couple levels in order to do them as fast as we can.
So does getting more symbols increase the amount of flaps you get?
Yes, exactly. It builds your scarf. And so the longer your scarf, the more flaps you have, and we want to get to where we have 6.
Not just to get a more stylish scarf, then.
No, but that is also a bonus. This part can be a little tricky. We got it. Now we're gonna free one of the slaves, and he's gonna help us. And one of the Carpatino pets, and he's gonna help us get up to the next level. But we're gonna try and go at a weird angle here. See if we can make it up to this next ledge. Yep. We made it up to that next leg. So we skipped a lot of puzzling right there, and now we're on to the next area. That was a bad one. I missed it, so I had to kiss it. Alright. Moving on. So what are your thoughts so far of this game and this run? It's not a tough run to learn. It's a great starting speed run.
It's looked pretty chill so far. I mean, it's been good amount of cutscenes, so it's not like you got to keep focused 100% of the time.
Yes.
As well. Because I'm used to running games where it's non-stop for the entire time, so...
This game is stop a lot. I think 30% of the game is watching the cutscenes, perhaps? So it's nice, you know, you get time to stretch and read chat, talk to people. Hi, Marky. Hi, Gladius. Metroid Crime, how's it going? Oh, so now we've all got Netflix in our homes. That's what that one's showing us. Now that the 5G is purring, we've reached the pinnacle of society. We can all ignore each other in peace. We're moving on to what for a lot of people is their favorite level, and you'll be able to see why. I won't even need to tell you. Whee!
Gotta keep an eye out then.
Yep. But so far the run's going pretty smoothly, except for some bad chirps. You want to kind of light up all those popsicle sticks at once, and we didn't do that, but, you know, we're kind of doing it chill. I'm also going to do a couple, like, easier strats, just because I want to encourage people. Again, if you've always, like, thought, man, I'd love to do a speedrun, but they all seem so intense, this is the sort of thing where if you practiced for, like, 6 hours, you could do this in under 40 minutes, I believe. Whee! So this is the first time we really start hearing music along with it.
And I can already see why this is a part people like.
Yeah.
The sand surfing is fun in any game.
It really,
Doesn't matter
really
the
is.
context. Doubly so if it lets you do a bunch of cool momentum tricks.
Oh,
like
are we gonna
like
bonk?
this.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. And there's a puzzle down there that we're gonna skip by jumping now and just taking a hard right.
Are there any puzzles you actually do in this run, or do you skip all of them?
I mean, we do a lot of it that still as intended. Oh, why was I looking down like that? I'm gonna have to push up. So what I just did right there to recover, I was looking down like out of a reflex and pointing back up. That actually disqualifies this run. It's a glitchless run. Should we just end stream now? It's hard to explain, but I kind of boosted myself up in the air unintentionally.
Yeah,
Alright.
with most glitches, like if you don't know what you're
Yeah.
looking at, it's not a glitch.
Yeah, I mean, no
Nobody
one
will
would have
ever
known
know.
if I hadn't said it, so... this is the easier way to get this symbol. You only lose like a second doing it this way. There's another way that's a little bit harder.
Are those
Yeah,
little
but-
gates there just for show, or do they do anything if you go through
No,
them?
you can get a trophy by going through, I think it's like 15 gates throughout the entire level, and it's a little tricky to get through 15 different arches.
Okay.
I like to call this the lowering blood pressure section of the run, and you'll see why. So gorgeous.
This game definitely has a great art style and
Mm-hmm.
just all of that in general.
You know, and the music is done by Austin Wintry, who also did the music for Abzu and the Pathless. His music for this got him a Grammy nomination. He was the first composer of a video game to get a Grammy nomination. And when you see the names that are next to him who also didn't win, those names are people like Howard Shore, John Williams. It's pretty insane. But I was trying to do a trick there, but I was too busy geeking out about Austin Wintry being an awesome composer. So we missed the trick. Just a way where you can like fall a lot faster and it saves you about 5 seconds, but we'll be fine.
That's always a valid reason to mess something up. You're just talking about music.
Yep, just
There's
hanging out.
There's too much good music out there.
Yeah, something about the lighting in the room. I kind of lost my my visual reference for when I hit pause to try and make him. He'll sit down when the game is paused, and so I was trying to have him sit as he launched off of the edge, and it would have him seated, and he just drops like a rock when that happens. All right, Dr. Journey. What happens next? Okay, so as you do, once you reach the pinnacle of society, a little thing starts happening, which is resource wars. Yay! So who's gonna control the smaller amount of ribbons that we have? Well, we're gonna have to fight to see that. We're gonna fight by playing the snake game on the Nokia. Does anybody know about that snake game? I'm pretty sure that's what that represents there. But then eventually big business comes in and takes over everything, and suddenly we're all working in a Amazon warehouse, I think, just to get by. How the mighty have fallen.
That sounds about right. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
All right, and
That's like-
on to the next section, which, if you've never seen this game or done this game before, you're gonna notice a slight change in tone. I'd call it a slight change in tone here.
Seems like just a tad bit darker. A few more shadows than before.
Yeah, that's... the scarf just hit him in the face. That's great. Scarf RNG, that just slowed me down too much. Gotta restart my run. So yeah, normally if you're doing like fancy flying in the glitched versions, you'll just be like cruising through all of this. Instead, we're gonna be doing as much like sliding to gain momentum as we can here. Hitting little hills like that. That probably wasn't optimal, but that's okay.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
I was on a work trip. I didn't get to do a lot of de-rusting for this one. But again, that shows you how easy it is. We're still doing okay. Picking it up after quite a while.
Yeah.
All right.
If you weren't calling out every time you messed up, I would have absolutely no idea where the mistakes are.
All right, so we've skipped over some symbols on this one. We're only gonna pick one up in this level, the one that's the least out of the way. I like these jellyfish. They make cool noises.
Yeah, I'm noticing that's a trend with the symbols.
Yeah.
You ignore them unless they're right there.
Yeah. There's very few that we would get like very far out of the way. Now this little guy right here, the game wants us to get attached to him for very sinister reasons, which we'll show. But we're gonna try and go as quickly as we can through this section because if there's something that happens and we want to try and skip an event in the room right after this one, the way we would do that is by trying to get through here as quickly as possible. We're a little far behind. Oh, he just ate our friend. We'll see if we're able to skip. If we go fast enough, we won't catch... Those things are called the war machines. And we won't catch the war machine here, but... Oh, it's gonna be close. I've got to watch out and make sure he's not coming over through here to gobble our scarf, because that would ruin the entire run. Go, 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 go! Alright, we're good. Almost lost my cool there.
It's... Considering that he didn't even show up, it's like, guys, we gotta go as fast as we can. He's coming. There's just nothing there.
So, those jump scares really do catch people off guard if they didn't know they were coming. I've had many people like say, "You recommended this game to me, and I did not expect it to like totally freak me out like it did." All right, there's one more little symbol right here. I didn't mean to get caught in that, and we're done. But if those things, if they catch you on their little searchlight radar thing, what they'll do is gobble you up and you lose half your scarf, which means losing half your flaps, and of course we can't have that. Now these two are scripted to catch us, or to see us, but they're not going to actually catch us. It's a scripted event right here. And I just did a chirp. I'm trying to get to the next event without... There we go. Well, I'm so far away. And that's the underground level, or as I like to call it, Naboo, because I've named all of them after Star Wars planets that are a similar environment. So this is like when you have to go through the planet core of Naboo. I was trying to sound like the Gungan. It sounded a little bit more like Dracula. I apologize.
Yeah, it's two sides of the same coin.
Now I just want to see an entire remake where Gungans are a place for vampires. I think the Clone Wars might have gone better had that been the case. All right, so wow, look at, so you know what happens when you start working at a boring job is you just get tired of it, and they're not dead. They're doing, what is it called, the passive, what's the word?
Quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting, yeah, they're all just quiet quitting, so they're still going to work, but they're doing the least amount possible to not get fired. But this is when it's like, oh, it's me. This is my journey. And what we've been seeing has been the past. Except we're not Red Robe right now.
That's so far in the past that it was before the run.
Yes, it was in the previous run. Moving on up. This next level is called Tower, and we will literally just be climbing the whole time. You know, as well as you can climb without arms. Yeah. So I still go by the idea that we're bug-like creatures, and the only way we could have built all of this is if we gobbled up sand and then mixed it with our saliva and spit it out of our mouths to make like a clay substance.
I mean, is that not how people build buildings as well?
Maybe some. I don't know. Don't ask about the metalwork, though. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Some people just have really strong saliva.
Yeah. You know, we can't all have all the gifts. Some people are just blessed with really strong saliva. Alright. So there's a shrine down. They're called shrines. We're going to hit the second shrine and skip the first one. Ugh, that was ugly. Oh well, it's fine. I see a glowing light above me. That means there's somebody else in the game right now. You can barely make them out. But a lot of times once you do trigger an event like that, it will skip them. The fact that they were above me tells me that they were probably doing fancy flying. Like, it's hard to get up that high without doing any of the level stuff. Alright, there should be a guy appearing right here. Here we go. And we're gonna skip this next shrine too.
Imagine most of the people playing the game these days are not playing it for the first time.
Yeah. You still find them every once in a while, though, and that's always a treat when you get to, like, be the person to help somebody. Alright, there's a couple ways to do this. The fastest, boringest way... You know what? We're not gonna do it. It's just to, like, climb up like this. Climb up the side and keep landing on those ledges. We're gonna do it the exciting way. We're going over here. Oh, this is gonna be close. Thank you. Okay, get that chirp, and then we're gonna head back where we were. And something really cool is gonna happen. This one's gonna start rising. And we're just gonna land on it. Going up. See, isn't this more fun? It's a little bit slower.
This looks 100% intended.
This is way more fun. And now we head over here. And we're heading to, like, the last of these things instead of having to go through all of them. Again, awesome music, awesome event. We missed some of the music by not triggering every event, though, and that's a pity.
Yeah, this speedrun's more just like a greatest hits of the soundtrack.
In a way, yeah. But sometimes you gotta go through it. I like to turn the colors on inverted and go through the game again. It looks really, really cool when all the orange is like blue and all the white is like solid black. It's really, really cool looking. Oh, thanks, Random Wayfarer. I'm happy to show off this chill version of the game. I feel like this Dr. Journey's gotten bigger. We've gotten smaller. And now you kind of... The first time I played this, I had no idea what any of this was. But now it's kind of like showing, hey, look, you started there. You went through the bridges, although we didn't make the connecting things. We got the 5G towers. We slid through the sunken city.
That's how you're supposed to play through the game.
Yes, We played Snake for a little while, we went up the tower, and now here we are. Yes, my son, you've done a lot. You've learned from our past mistakes. We kicked you out, and now you've proven that you can hold a job. You've shown some responsibility. We're gonna welcome you back into our home, and now it's time for community college. Also, you're adopted. Bye! Here we are. Oh, I think I did that early. He hasn't actually left yet. My apologies. I'll just do it again. Also, you're adopted. Bye! Oh gosh. That's a lot to take it all at once. Alright, now we go to the snow level. You ever seen White Christmas? Snow, 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 snow. It won't be long until we'll all be there with snow.
For a game where everything is covered in sand, I was not expecting a snow level.
I think it's still sand, it's just really white sand. Like, I don't think if you took this... It's like white sand beaches, you know? It definitely has a snow feeling to it, but I think if you took it back into the other levels, it wouldn't melt. All right, we're trying to keep ourselves from getting frozen, so that's why we came back in here. And now we're going to try and skip about 3 minutes of the game by just climbing up the side here.
I mean, this looks like the intended path.
Yeah. Let our
they
scarf
let you
fill
get up
up
here.
again. Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, we made it. As you can see, though, the scarf is starting to, like, freeze a little bit. I think we're still floaty enough. We should be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just gotta... Okay, good. We caught a bit of an edge there, and we were able to climb up. All right, that was the tough part. And there's only one other part that's really pretty tough here. The rest is just kind of optimizing. Again, this is going to feel a little bit like Pink Desert, which was that one where all we were doing was just kind of flying through a long, vast space. That's kind of what we have to do here.
Right.
Except now we also have to deal with winds. Windy winds.
This part seems pretty chill.
Yeah, but I like that. I appreciate that joke. That joke speaks to me on a
Trust me,
spiritual level.
I make puns quite a lot. This is not a new ground for me.
All right, so there is a little war machine here, so we're gonna hug the wall to avoid his. It's gonna look like it's close, but he's not gonna see us. Doo. Actually, he didn't even come as close as he sometimes does. He must be feeling a little shy. So,
You got
as
cold
you can,
feet.
yes, he did. As you can see, we've lost a lot of our buoyancy now. We were trying to avoid that earlier, or we wouldn't have been able to make those climbs. But now here we are. And there's some cool stuff over on the other side, but we're just gonna skip all of that as we coast down and slide here. All right. If we get caught by too much like breezy wind, that guy does loop back around and he can catch us. I think we'll be okay. I think we're going fast enough, but there's going to be a wind right here, and hopefully we'll get through before he sees us. At this point in the game, though, we really needed those 6 flaps to make the climb at the beginning of this level, and it would stink, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if our scarf got eaten here. But it did not. Now we get this cool perspective with the camera. We see more of those popsicle sticks sticking in the ground.
I mean, this is probably where they get the popsicle, because they gotta refreeze them at some point.
Yeah, it's true. And you'll notice as we touch the ribbon, we kind of thaw a little bit, and that allows us to move a tiny bit faster. Again, great music here.
Is that what the cold does in general? Just makes you slow the longer you're in it?
Yeah, I mean, it maxes out. It happens quickly, and it maxes out pretty fast. So, but then you kind of warm up again like we were doing here, but then the cold is going to hit us again pretty quickly here.
Okay.
I'm going to try and charge my scarf up a little to try and go a little bit quicker over these steps. There we go. And this part can really, like, if you're on a great pace, this part can kill a run, because it's really hard to make it through the intervals of the wind here. This is the one part that it's like, alright, if you want to get a decent time, you really have to buckle down and practice and get kind of lucky. So there's this wind blowing, right? And I don't know when, after I get through, I don't know when the wind is going to pick up again. It might be too early for me to hit this spot. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm losing a little bit of scarf. You can see it deteriorating from me getting caught in the wind blast, and that was unfortunate, but it happens. Well, at least I can make it to this next one, which will make it a little easier. So if I'm behind this like obstruction, it keeps the scarf from blowing away.
So is the wind random, or is it like on a cycle?
It comes like every 8 seconds, I guess.
Okay.
I haven't exactly figured it out, but it's every 8 seconds. I'm trying to count in my head as I talk that you need to go. I might have gone a little too early there. I'll try again. I don't want the wind to blow away my scarf. Hold on, let me concentrate just for a second. There we go. That'll do.
All right.
It's really easy to not make it up these stairs. We barely made it ourselves. And then this last one can blow you off to the side. That might have been a little late. We'll see. We're also doing something called, like, did we make it? Yeah. So right there, I'm actually, like, it's hard to explain. As you land, if you hold flap, when you're in snow, it keeps, since you're freezing, like, you kind of do, like, this sliding ski thing, which is slightly faster. So we made it through with only losing one scarf piece, which is nice, because having scarf here means you can get through this next section a little bit faster. But there's also some RNG because the wind gust. We didn't hit a wind gust there, and sometimes we do. It looks like they didn't do 2 wind gusts, actually. That was ideal. And now you can see the scarf peeling away as we hit wind gusts. But there's so much art, we don't know how that works. And so, like, in the end, when you're going for a really optimal time, you're kind of at the mercy of the game if it's going to take away too much scarf too early. Because once we lose our scarf, we literally are just walking, and that makes it much slower.
Can I pop in with a...
What?
I was going to ask if I could pop in with a donation here.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, so I have $10 from a member. It says, Poutine Binwar works for me. That's $10 towards the pizza and poutine food bid war that we've got for Streets of Rage 4 going on tomorrow.
Sweet. It's for a good cause too. I do plan to donate myself later. Not donate myself, but donate money myself. I guess I'm donating myself now by running the game, maybe? There's a war machine floating back here. Let's focus on that instead. So this is scripted. We're just kind of walking towards the mountain, and we're going to see what we call a vortex, which is these clouds swirling around. Let me see if I can think of some fun facts while we do this. So, if you listen carefully, you can hear, like, there's almost nothing except the sound of his trudging, right? So, they, to make this snow sound, it was a blend of 2 different types of sounds, and sometimes they'd use one, and sometimes they'd use the other, and other times they'd use both. Can you guess what kind of tricks they did to make it sound like they're trudging through snow?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Crushing potato chips. They crushed Ruffles and they crushed Fritos.
Okay,
And
that
they
was on the
recorded
tip
that
of my
sound.
tongue, I swear.
Yeah. So at one point this was going to be this was never going to be where the game ended, but at one point someone was playing the game like testing it out, and this was where the game had ended up to that point. They hadn't done the rest of it, and because of how much it impacted them, they were like, we've got to draw this out for a while. Like, intentionally, let's draw it out and let them feel like, wait, did we just give our lives trying to make it to this place just for a history lesson? What's up with that?
Education's really important.
Yep. That's why it goes on as long as it does. And then here we are. What's that? Oh. It's all the Dr. Journeys. Dr. Journey, Mr. Journey, Miss Journey, Reverend Journey. I'm trying to think of other prefixes.
Monsieur Journey.
Bishop Journey. I think Bishop fits well. It looks like a chess piece. And they're the Jedi Council, and they're like, you can be on this council, but we do not give you the rank of master.
No, I think we're going for our PhD. This is our thesis defense.
Yes.
That's why we went to community college earlier.
Exactly. So this was us getting our associate's degree, and now we're ready for the real world. Whee! And it was this next song. This next song is so iconic. We're gonna miss a little bit of it because we're skipping part of the level. Unless we don't. Let's not skip it. I want you to hear the full song. It's gonna only add, like, I don't know, maybe a minute. We're good on time right now. How's the run going time-wise?
And it looks like about 34.5 minutes at.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We can afford to take the scenic route here.
I think since I'm checking that on the stream, it's a little a little before.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
But
So normally we like fly to the left and go over a mountain ridge and skip this whole little ski section, but by doing that we miss a trigger for the music to do some cool stuff right like this.
I mean, that's half the fun of speedrunning, is just making it look
Yeah.
and sound as cool as possible.
Let's do an ollie. Woo! So yeah, normally we skip all of this and skip this climb and I guess it's about 40 seconds faster, but this is gorgeous. We're still going quickly, right? That's what matters. Ah, it's gorgeous. It's hard to talk over this. It's just so beautiful.
I mean, I can do it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I mean,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this level?
I mean, I'd give this level at least an 8. I don't know if I can give it any higher without playing it myself, but
Yeah, they intentionally change the physics and make him a little more buoyant on this level too, which gives you some cool fancy flying tricks here you can't do in the other levels.
it's because you're higher up, so there's less gravity.
So normally you don't get to hear this final crescendo in the speedrun, but we're getting it. And we're kind of flying a little higher so we can just get a little bit further. We're about to lose our scarf, and so we want to just get as far as we can before that happens.
They're taking your outfit away?
Yes, the scarf is now gone. We no longer need it, and we're headed to the final, I guess, the actual destination of the journey, the final part of it. And we'll call time when he steps through the portal, and it's no longer us controlling it. People do really like to stop here if they've done a journey with someone else and draw like little hearts in the sand. We'll just do that real quick. There we go. There's a little heart. Oh, we broke it. No.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're walking right down the middle of the heart.
Yeah, Marky's right. If we didn't do that extra skiing part, the music just kind of loops and you don't get to hear how it ends for real. So I'm glad we kind of did that. Trudging through the snow. Paradise was originally more a sequence where you basically run on rails and set path to the mountain. Yep. So it's really... Go ahead.
I was saying, I think this is the most exciting part of a speedrun where, you got your set speed and you're just walking forward.
Yes, and there's a great alternate ending done by LC where you go through this and then he goes, ah, and he just falls over the edge. And you just hear him screaming as he falls to his death. All right, timer in 3, 2, 1, time. And now we've got one of the best soundtrack endings coming up ever as he walks on into who knows what. It's open to interpretation, as is all of the thing. You don't have to go with my silly version of things.
I think whatever you decide on is the correct version.
Yeah. I'm going to take a quick drink here. It is my understanding that an incentive was reached for me to sing my own song during this. And all I can say is it's not going to be as good as what you would hear here. So if you've never played Journey before, it goes on sale all the time for like $7 on Steam. And sometimes you can get like a bundle of Journey and Flower and Flow on PlayStation Network. So those are all super cool. The music's gonna keep playing. Let's see. How can I do this? I guess I could just ask you guys to turn down the music. Application audio capture, or I can turn it down myself. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just turned the music down for y'all. Can you hear it anymore? It's gone. Yes, correct. All right.
Would assume so. I'm just gonna trust that you did it correctly.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we've oftentimes when you're doing a speed run, people will pop up and you just have to blow right past them. And especially if you see a red robe and they're new, it feels kind of cruel to just blow right past them. But I wrote a song in which that's exactly what we're doing. And to back me up, I've got me on background vocals on my phone. So here we go. It is 1:20 where I am. My voice is not doing great, so we'll just see how it goes, and I probably won't hit the super high notes. Are you ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. I'm going to take this out because I can still hear the game sound myself. Let's see. Can you hear that okay?
I can hear it.
See, I'm out here looking like a pro. I'm on my way to snow. I'm nailing it for show. So many gold splits that I might be a leprechaun, rainbow at the end. Now you're out here looking like you're dead. The war machine's all red and went scoffing down your threads. And now you lost hope, and so it seems to me as if you could use a friend. You're laying in the sand, I'm not lending you a hand. Now stop messing with my camera. Can't have this, oh. It would be nice if I could be a good Samaritan, but no. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I gotta check, gotta get a PB, but there are other jellyfish in the sea. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I gotta go, gotta think of myself. Just wait around for somebody else. See you out here looking lost and tired. You're like a fragile flower that's in its final hour. But if I don't have time to help you find the flow trophy or the hidden shrine. See you out here trudging through the snow. Still got a ways to go, but your scarf is frozen cold. But if I don't hit this skip right here, it will add 3 minutes to my time. I can't lend you a hand, cause guess what? I don't have hands now. Stop messing with my camera. Can't have this, so it would be nice if I could snuggle up and warm ya, but no. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I know a buddy right now would be nice. Some company before paradise. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Ready, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Best I can do is give a sympathy chirp. I won't blame you if you think I'm a jerk. I can't stop, ready. Even if you face flop. Ready, I gotta swallow saliva. I can't stop, ready. Even if you face flop, ready. And we're done. What a way to end the evening with a nice, calm, relaxing game, and then a song that sings some smack.
I didn't know what to expect. That was way more impressive than I expected.
Thanks. I'm not sure I stayed on tune or on beat. It's really hard because like the speaker was pointed towards the mic, and I'm like, I might have come in like a step or two below, but at least I didn't have to sing the high notes as high.
It sounded good to me. That's all I know.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks everybody for showing up and for all the donations, all the donos that have come already. We really appreciate that. And I guess we pushed it back to our host now, who may have some things to say about what's coming up tomorrow. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say that was a great song.
Oh, thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, we met someone along the way. Hi,
Yeah.
Yika. Thanks for joining us. That was that glow we saw when we were in the tower for a little bit. All right. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So, our first run coming up tomorrow, we've got a Disneyland Adventures co-op blackout bingo. So very excited to see that. We've also got Streets of Rage 4. We have the food icon bid war that we were previously talking about. Uh, Let me see. Oh, that's right. We also have our Luigi's Mansion 3 run that our incentive got met for to watch the Director Ghost's Godzilla movie. Uh, and that's just a little sneak peek of all the wonderful runs that we have going on tomorrow. Uh, we're going to be going on a fairly long sleep percent run pretty soon. But
Yes.
we thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And we will be back tomorrow to help more of the puppers.
Yay. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Oh, uh,
Oh, not yet?
before no, you're fine. Just
Okay.
really quick before we go, Sancho and Illegally Sam, if our viewers wanted to find you, where could they find you?
Yeah, Sam, go first.
Sure. So you can find me at twitch.tv/illegallysam. I don't play this game. I play other games, but I do also speedrun some of those other games. So if anybody's interested in checking out some of those games that I do, which you may have seen me play before if you've watched speedrunning marathons in the past, feel free to check me out.
Sweet. And can we expect as many good puns during your stream as we got today?
I would hope so. No guarantees.
Yeah, I know. I can have an off day myself. Anyways, you can find me at SanchoPanda on Twitch and SanchoPanda VTW on Twitter. And thanks so much.
Awesome, thank you guys. All right, so we are wrapping up for the evening here. I'd like to give you guys one last little tidbit for our donation, our foundation that we're supporting, Go Rescue. So, in addition to monetary donations, Go Rescue is always in need of supplies. Puppies need quite a lot of different things to be happy and healthy. They accept various dry foods and canned foods, bleach, paper towels, laundry detergents, furniture, and even vehicles. You can also go to gorescuedogs.com and go to the How Can I Help tab to find their Amazon wish list. So anything you can do to help out those puppers. This is the last message you will be hearing from us tonight. Like I said, I've been SapphireSapphic, your host. You'll be seeing a lot more of me tomorrow and when we get into the weekend. You have not seen the last of me in this marathon for sure. But for now, we are going to be rating Root Origin. So we hope you all enjoy the raid, and we will be seeing you again tomorrow.